is what's kept them living a really nice life. So, so they can shut it and get a job.
Kelly Ripa and her husband, Mark Consuelos, have always been outspoken about the fact that they didn't let their children rely on their fame to get them places.
He hates paying his own rent, and he is chronically poor.
But it seems like that may not actually be the case, since their oldest son Michael has landed 2 high-profile jobs in franchises that are very close to his parents, and you'll never believe just what he does for work and how suspicious it is that he got these jobs in the first place. In 2018, Kelly and Mark's son Michael got his first real role in the entertainment industry after he was cast on the hit show Riverdale. Mark himself played a reoccurring character on the show, and interestingly enough, Michael actually played a young version of his dad's character. While it makes sense as a casting decision to get someone actually related to Mark to play a younger version of himself, it's clear that he got the role purely because of his dad. Although he might be a decent actor, his credits before his role on Riverdale consisted of voiceover work for just a few episodes of children's shows when he was younger. It seems almost impossible that he would have landed this role just based on merit, meaning that the producers likely only reached out to him because of his relation to Mark. The character that his dad played in the show was highly integral to the entire plot and was a major character. So it just seems strange that they would have cast someone with almost no experience. But of course, because he's Mark's son, it's highly possible that the showrunners did everything they could to make their casting decision work. So it's likely that even if he wasn't an amazing actor, they would have cast him in that role anyway. Being cast on such a show is a major honor, as a lot of the main cast have gone on to have extremely promising careers. Having the show on his resume is a major accomplishment, but not one that he really got on his own, which is a direct contradiction to what Kelly and Mark have both stated about their parenting style when it comes to their children. Kelly has previously claimed that she and Mark make all of their children have their own jobs to understand the importance of work and earning their own living. She even said that neither she nor her husband grew up privileged, so it was important to them that their kids knew what it meant to work hard. While there's no denying that Michael may have worked hard while on Riverdale, there is still a huge presence of privilege that it seems the whole family is just glossing over. Michael had also moved out of his parents' Upper East Side home to live in Bushwick, Brooklyn. And in an interesting comment she made while she was on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Kelly said that her son really enjoys the freedom of living on his own, but hates paying the rent. She said that he's chronically poor and that she doesn't think her son has truly experienced extreme poverty like he is experiencing now. If it isn't obvious, it seems clear that Kelly doesn't really know what extreme poverty actually looks like, or else she wouldn't be saying something like this. Even if he was on his own and living paycheck to paycheck, it's obvious that her son is able to provide for himself comfortably. He seemingly has all of the necessities, and even if he didn't, he always has his extremely rich celebrity parents to fall back on. Actual poverty certainly doesn't look like that, and it's kind of shocking that she would even compare the two situations at all. The comment was extremely out of touch, and things only get worse when you look at the job Michael has now. In 2023, it was announced that he would become a part of the Real Housewives franchise. Andy Cohen, who also happens to be a close friend of Mark and Kelly, announced that Michael was working as a producer behind the scenes. And he's not just working on one of the shows, he's working on multiple, playing a role in the Real Housewives of Miami, New York, and Jersey. Again, Michael is only 26 years old and has next to nothing on his resume. There's no way that he has the experience or knowledge to produce a franchise as big as the Real Housewives, let alone to be promoted by the one and only Andy Cohen. Andy even confessed that he has a close relationship with Michael and often texts him to ask who his favorite housewife is and even picks his brain. It was also revealed that Michael was a recent New York University graduate, meaning that this is his first job out of college aside from his role on Riverdale. Considering the job market right now and how difficult it is for young adults to actually get meaningful employment after graduation, this handout is even harder to swallow. While it's highly possible that Michael is a competent and smart guy, that just doesn't take away from the fact that he most likely didn't get any of this based on his own hard work. And it's extremely hypocritical of both Kelly and Mark to act like he did it all on his own without their help. Even if they didn't have a direct hand in getting him these roles, the fact that he's their son alone is enough to get him opportunities that others would never be able to get. The connections that they have in the industry are priceless, and there's also no denying that he's making a decent amount of money with it all too. But what do you guys think about all this? Do you think Kelly and Mark are hypocrites for saying that they allow their children to work for themselves and don't play any part in it? What are your thoughts on Kelly saying that her son is experiencing extreme poverty? I would love to hear what you have to say about this one, so let me know what you think in the comments down below.